Hello viewers, welcome back to Businesses in Nigeria. Remember, we are a group of entrepreneurs giving you all the way insight, giving you all the whole pros and cons into the business you want to venture into. We are going to give you all the smooth sales for you to go into that business adventure. Right here in the studio, we have Rakesh Service, who will be discussing with us profitable businesses to start right here in Nigeria. So, Rakesh Services, Rakesh, if I'm pronouncing it well, correct me if I'm pronouncing it well. Thank you so much for being here, right here in the studio with us.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much. So my name is Kenechku Udibwani, and I'm a director at Rakesh Services. So I'll talk a bit about my business. So we do 3D laser scanning. We also perform IHM sample collection. We do ultrasonic thickness measurements, and we do asbestos removal and disposal. So those are the services we offer right now at Rakesh Services. And thank you for having me.
Oh, wow. I didn't get to introduce. I didn't get to ask him the question, but he already introduced himself. So yeah, thank you so much. What profitable business can one start in Nigeria?
Okay, so in Nigeria, there are, of course, you know that Nigeria is still a very, very viable market. We have the population, meaning that there are so many people that need our services, that need things done. There are so many blue chip, let me just call them blue chip opportunities, but that's on a bigger scale. So let's just look at small businesses that one could start. Probably you have your 9-to-5 job, and probably, of course, you have to venture into other businesses. To thrive in Nigeria of today. So I'll be mentioning some of them today. The first would be the laundry business.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I know of someone that she's into real estate actually. She does really well in the real estate business. There are certain people that just they are very, very particular about what they do. Go into a lot of details. So she's thriving in real estate, but then she opened a small laundry business.
Wow. And
the word on the street, because I wouldn't want to start asking her how much she makes in a month and all that, but the word on the street is that she rakes in about, maybe in a bad month, like 500,000.
Wow.
I was shocked.
In laundry,
I was shocked,
Wow.
Because one thing is that we underestimate the population we have, even within our local community, just our street. We don't know how our area. We don't know how many people are residing in that place and how many of them needs to wash their. Okay, we all have, most of us own washing machines, yeah. But then, can you wash your duvet? Can your washing machine wash it? Mine cannot.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. So she makes a lot of money in the laundry business, and
she's also into real estate.
Yes, she's also into real estate. I know
also people that they bring in people just to come and wash for them, and they pay them off.
Yes. That is also good. That is okay. I'm telling you, that's also good, because that one, you do not even need capital.
Yeah.
You don't need money to start. Just have a good relationship with the person, and then although that one has led to one issue like that with one of my friends.
Are you serious?
Yes. So
how would there be issue? I'm coming to watch for you. Why will you
So she brings along her 8-year-old child.
Oh.
And then there was oh my God, it was terrible. But then thank God it was resolved and all that. So if you're not comfortable with having people come over to your house, you can always give it to people, businesses opened in your street.
Real estate is booming now. So many people are going into real estate. It's crazy.
Yes.
It's like there are no go and works anymore except real estate. Because once you just saw everybody that meets in real estate,
you wouldn't blame them, because if you have 0 naira, you can enter real estate. Yes. Of course, a little connection. You have to know the developers, and then go. They rake in if you make a sale, you can rake in as much as 5% or 10% of the entire worth of the building itself. So imagine a 50 million naira building, and then you're taking 5% of that, and you had nothing. Or let's just say you have your phone, your internet, and then you make videos and then post. All of a sudden, a customer comes, and then you're lucky enough to make that sale.
Yeah, I know of like few people that really made it like in real estate, like big time. They own like houses and the rest. I don't know of another story again about there's this person that was pursuing like a contract
Okay.
and they rejected the contract because it was not real estate. I was like, who? How
Wow.
crazy is that? Why will you
Wow.
reject a contract because it's not involved in real estate?
In real estate.
And
Wow.
I'm like, what's happening? What's happening in the real estate market? What the hell? What about agriculture? I feel like not many people are diving into the agriculture sector. Why do you think
Yes.
so?
I think it's because of the capital and the time involved. It's very, very.
But you can actually pay. Do you know funny thing is you can actually pay people for them to farm for you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, when your livestock is ready, they will harvest it for you.
But that's funny thing is you can't have it all. Many people
Right.
feel like you can have it. When it comes to business, you can't have it all.
Yeah.
You'll be ready for the risks that is going
Yeah,
to.
but we have to
You
go.
can't be avoiding all these things, saying, "Oh, they are going to harvest your crop at the end of the day."
Right.
Like business is all
So,
about.
but I think we need to be realistic. This is Nigeria, you know. If you're not there, or if you don't have a close family member there, it's going to be a challenge for you to get.
When you say this is Nigeria, like
No. Let's be okay. Let's just okay. We're humans. Let me don't make it a Nigeria thing because it can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
We're human, right? So the human factor can come in. Maybe someone will be like, "Our guy is not around today, and I can just get one fish. Probably you have a fish pond. I can just get one fish and prepare one nice stew before."
But funny thing is,
these things
I
happen.
feel like poultry farming is going more than agricultural farming. Why do you think so? Like livestock farming.
Yes. It's more than the
more
crops
than
and
the
all
crops,
those other ones. Okay, so for you to break even, like for you to make, I feel for you to make tangible money, you have to have like a reasonable plot of land or size of land or acre, stuff like that.
But that's
And then you have the machinery to make enough. Do you get?
But that's the
livestock,
thing.
even on a small scale, just okay. Imagine you have a plot of land, right? Just one plot of land, and then you plant ugu, for instance. How much is ugu? 100 naira. I'm not saying you wouldn't make money, but then you can't compare it. If you can't compare it to livestock, probably you decide to own a poultry or a pig farm or stuff like that, or you make more money from that.
I feel like why livestock is booming is because we feel like enjoyment. Everywhere. Nigerians feel like enjoyment. And it's booming because everywhere you go to, it's either they're doing point and kill or they're doing something that has to do with like poultry, livestock farming, or they're doing barbecue chicken or. But funny thing is, when it comes to agriculture, like land and all that, do you know you can actually rent lands for like a couple of periods? You rent like a piece of land, a very affordable rate, and you can even get them right here in Abuja.
Oh wow!
Like if you go to all these interiors, like all these villages, they have lands for sale.
Wow.
You can sell them rent them, for like a couple of like months. Then after the farming season, you give them back their land.
Oh, that's great.
And when you are like, there are no lands, I'm like, there are so many lands for you to rent. You don't need to like buy it or like own it. You could like rent it for like a couple of seasons. You don't even have to be there. So you could just pay off workers and they'll be there to like do the farm work for you.
I mean, and that's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful one.
Like, oh, I cannot go into agriculture because I feel people just want the easy way out for me. That's why they're going into livestock. People just want the easy way out.
Yes, I mean, we all went to school, graduated. You can't just, after graduating, you hear that, okay, I'm in the farm. Do you get the point? I mean, that's we being, I don't know.
I don't know. Why do they put you go to farm and you went to
reduce
school?
your steez.
But why? It shouldn't be so. Because I went to school, I shouldn't be able to go to farm.
Right. But then it's not. I don't know. I wouldn't want to go to the farm. Let me just speak for myself. No, because I would rather do other things. Everything. Most businesses are profitable. Just depends on how you manage it, right? I will not be in the farm. Okay, if I have someone that I trust, and then of course I trust with money, then I can give the person, okay, do your stuff and just give me money. Give me the returns you get ahead. But I personally, there are many other businesses like probably transport business, I mean, that's something one could venture into,
sure.
Okay, so I know a friend that is currently into the driving business. He's rendering services as a driver, so he makes as much as 100,000 naira every week. So this guy in a month makes 400,000 naira. But then someone in the office will look down, we're looking at him like, aren't you a driver, like a taxi driver or stuff like that? But he's making good money.
It's crazy.
He's making
that
good money.
Much?
Yes.
Wow,
in the Nigeria of today, July 2024, it's
I know,
awesome.
I know, all these kabu people. Those people have money,
They make money. They make money.
That was how anyone kabu, and the man was saying something about he wants to buy like a new car. I was like,
He has the money.
He wants to buy a car.
He has the money.
Kabu, most of all these small real estate lands, they are the ones like they've bought lands. All these kabu people. That's why you see most of them. They are into kabu, but they are also landlords. They also own their own properties, like on the side, to show you that kabu has actually given them enough money for them to like save to the extent they could actually buy land, build, and be landlords.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. And most people will just be waiting for the big thing. Maybe they want to be like on like a driving platform or something for them to make it big. They don't want to start from kabu. I was also surprised that women are also going into kabu.
These days, right? Yeah. I've heard of, kabu female drivers here, but I've not entered any of them. But I don't know.
And I'm like, wow.
And no, that's beautiful. Another very profitable business is food stuff business.
Yeah.
Food stuff business is really profitable. True. People eat every day.
True.
You have to cook, you have to all stuff like that. So imagine having a shop that you're making sales on a daily basis.
You don't have to have a shop, because a cousin of mine, she brings in food stuff like from our state.
Okay.
Then she brings it over. Then she just share it on her social media platform, and actually she makes sales.
Wow.
Because, like you said, food is something we need every day.
Yes.
People eat every day.
Oh, to think of, she doesn't even own a shop.
She doesn't.
So that's e-commerce. She has her business is online now on the internet. So that's e-commerce. E-commerce is also under very profitable. And that thing that if you feel that capital is your problem, you could just easily open a page online. There are so many platforms now, Facebook, what's it called, Twitter, Instagram. So open your store online and then put your products there. The
thing is, e-commerce, you don't have to give it to like somebody that actually know how to code or anything.
Awesome.
Funny thing is, there are so many apps that is already built. All you just have to do is just for you to bring in your pictures to the website, if everything's already arranged.
The coding has been done.
The coding has been done.
Wow.
All you just need to do is just put your pictures. The write-ups are already there. If you like the write-up, you let them be. If you don't like the write-up, you remove them and you put your own write-up, and it's good to go. But there's a small fee attached, but it's better than paying so much for somebody to code.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And the e-commerce thing is something that lately, it's really booming. It's really booming. I also know someone. We always know someone. I also know someone that she doesn't own a shop, but she sells perfume online. She makes good money, makes way more than what she earns monthly in her 9-to-5 job. Do you get, just from, you call it little, but then she's raking in good money. I mean, in addition to her normal. So that's also something that one could.
Speaking of food stuff, people feel like I need to have a shop before I could like open a food stuff business.
Right.
Why I brought up that cousin of my story is to tell you guys that you don't need to own a shop to go into food business.
Right.
You could actually partner with somebody that owns like a farm.
Right.
Once the person like owns the farm, you get the juicy details for you to have a, smooth business transactions. right. To have a smooth business transaction, you don't need to own a store. She does so well. Like every week, she's always being sold out. Like she sells different kind of things: dry fish, crayfish, red oil. And funny thing is, her red oil, she produces them at home.
Wow!
And it's so nice. She also do honey. Yeah, I think honey. She sells yam. Like it's crazy
Everything,
how
basically.
everything
Everything.
put stop, and
Wow.
she's doing so well. If she has leftover, she all these evening markets that you see people by the roadside that are just going to like stand there for people closing from work.
Right.
In the evening time, if she have leftover, she just go to the roadside and do her setup, her small stand there, and she also sells.
She's she's serious with it. She's really serious with it.
That's one thing with business. You need to be serious
You need to be
minded.
serious, yeah.
You don't have to be reluctant. I feel like when you're reluctant, when you're not serious about it, then it tends to be difficult. But once you really want to do this, you
Right.
discover that you have no excuses.
Right.
You just go for it.
Right.
No
Right.
excuse at all.
Right, right. So another there's a good business venture again here. Car wash. A car wash business is something that is
Close to my house, there's a car wash.
right.
Different car wash.
Different
and they've
people.
been there for like years. Funny thing, environmental wishes to come and chase them. But you still see them there because that's like their daily bread.
Right. And it's good daily bread because just for a single session is about 8,000 naira or 1,000, depending on the size of the car. If it's a salon car, 1,000 naira. If it's a Jeep or an SUV, it's 2,000 naira. Do you get? But then within 20 minutes, you've made 1,000 naira, and they have, and of course now it's rainy season, so people, I would not like to. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would not like to drive a car with dirty tires or stuff like that. So I could just, easily go there, and not just me. Many people do that as well, So people watch that car. So it's really profitable.
Okay, same in my area. Based on the fact that somebody saw that the car wash business was booming in my area. So he decided to own a land in the area for him to also do a car wash.
Wow.
Since those ones are not, they are freelance.
Right.
He decided to now do a car wash there for them to partner with him based on the health challenges with like environmental coming.
Okay.
He was very smart, if you ask me.
Wow.
He saw that that place is booming with like car wash and everything, and these people are having like difficulty in staying in that place, so he decided to like own a car wash there.
So he's more or less like renting out his space to other car wash freelancers, people. To come and. That's a good one.
he tapped into the situation.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So car wash is very profitable. That's for sure. I can tell you. Depending on the car, it's from like 1,000 naira upwards. Right. Depending on what you want to do. There are some people that do shining, interior cleaning, yeah, and the rest. How about beauty salon? Oh, you're not a lady. I want to say, makeup is expensive. Oh my god.
Wow.
Makeup is expensive. Makeup now is nothing less than 15,000 for you to just like a normal makeup.
And it's going to last for a day, yeah?
You're not even talking about maybe wedding makeup, bridal makeup, or maybe come to my house or my location makeup. This one is you're going to the studio. Wow. I am paying such just for simple makeup. But if you want like a professional makeup, you should prepare like from 25k above.
No, my annoyance is that it just lasts for one day, right? That's 5,000 you spent.
Some people sleep with their makeup, why do you pay that much and you clean your face?
And then you clean it off.
The makeup will not waste. You sleep with it and continue the next day with it. But yeah, makeup is also profitable business. Maybe because of their products. It depends on the product they use on their face.
Yes.
People don't want to like break out, use bad products, or Oh yeah, makeup is a profitable business. Well, makeup artists, please make it affordable for us.
Make
it affordable for me, please. We beg you. But yeah, makeup is. And funny thing is, you don't need to like have a lot to start a makeup business.
Yeah.
You just need to learn the skill. Once you learn the skill, like everything will fall into place. Like you getting your makeup materials and everything, it will just come with ease.
Right.
Like you don't have to like buy all. You could like start small, maybe getting like the makeup brushes, maybe the powder. Before you know, everything will just come in place for you to.
Right. Right. It's not the aim of this conversation is for people that probably do not have so much to start their business. Starting small would be really,
growing.
really helpful.
You can also start small with blogging.
Right. But then to be a blogger, don't you need to, I'm asking,
Yeah.
don't you need to have enough money to get a website?
A blogger, true. But you cannot, like we said, you can start small.
Right. So how are they going to start small? Because do you know what I'm asking?
Why?
The Linda Ikeji blog, it's a website you get. So I don't know. How is it going to be for someone that wants to start small?
You can start on social media.
Right.
I'm not going to say any social media platform, but yeah,
right.
You could start on social media. Then there are so many platforms for you to start from. You don't have to own a site yet.
So you can just start on Instagram.
You can just start. I say no mention your social media, but it's fine. But yeah, you can start somewhere. You could start to like creating your own codes, your own stuff, just posting it on like social media.
Right.
Before you know, you get your audience. Before you know, you get your website, and you're big. There's no harm in starting small. You mustn't wait to like start in a very grand style. Start small, and you're gonna grow.
Yeah, but we should also know that, before you get to, they said it's money, they use money in getting money, right? So as much as we're saying, start small, you need to make up your mind to like bring out some reasonable amount of money, like something. Do you get to start something like photography, for instance? I know someone that is really very, he's living well. Right. He's living well. Do you know? Just from taking pictures, on weddings, and I won't call it just because it's a lot of money when you're doing your event and then you call the photographer to come.
Funny thing is, those people start really, if they should tell you their
small,
story,
really small. But then when over time,
yeah.
When they've like built like the right clientele, they have a lot of customers and referrals and all that. Before you know it, they're living well.
They start really small. Like if they should tell you their story, it's crazy because sometimes I'm shocked at the amount of stories I hear about how they started. Most of them started as like a boy. They didn't they didn't even own a camera or anything. They just started as being a boy to the person that owns the camera. Right. They just started with like the basic thing, maybe coming to the shop to like clean up the place. And before you know, maybe the boss would just put them through small. And they are big, like they are big names now.
Right.
It's amazing with their stories.
You made a good point, a valid point. By stooping low, doing the dirty job, most people would not want to like start small. Most people would be like, why would you? Also, I am not against having that kind of mindset that I wouldn't want to do this small thing. But at times, if it's something you love, quite frankly, even most businesses that you would want to venture into, just make sure you have a little love for that thing. Do you get? It would keep you going during that tough period, because every business has their tough period, yeah? It will keep you going. But then you should still need to know that there are times that you just need to stoop low, just like your was it your sister you said that brings leftover food items to
the roadside.
Imagine, wouldn't she be looking out to our friends, like, when they see me on the road, stuff like that. So we need to remove that from our mind if you really want to do business.
When you're going into business, you have to remove the mindset of your big.
Right.
If you continue doing your big, you'll never go into bigger things or more things.
Right.
Or if you feel like you're more than this, you'll never really go that far.
Right.
Because you're wondering or you're thinking what other people will say or other people will do instead of you to do you.
Right.
All what people can do is talk. And the saying of nobody wants to know how you started, but it's the finish that matters.
To be frank.
It's when you're now big, everybody now start thinking about, she started. But at the starting stage, they didn't want to like associate with you because of how you started.
Right.
But now that you've made the money, they're now coming around you.
I mean, that's life.
That's really life.
That's life.
Okay, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back to give you more profitable business for you to start. Welcome back, guys. We're talking about profitable business one can start right here in Nigeria. Rakesh Services, my guest in the studio. Our next business that somebody can start.
So, the delivery business. Delivery business is something that one could start. You may need some money to start this one because delivery bike is no longer cheap. Yeah, so I could remember at some point it was 300,000, but now I think it's above that, maybe 800 or 1.2. I don't know.
Only for you to say delivery bike, I have a crazy funny story.
Okay.
Somebody has delivered something with me barefoot. I thought the person was bringing like a bike or something, but he was calling me, madam, where are you? I'm on your street. I was like, right down. Only for me to see a young guy walking with my delivery on the hand. He took along.
Wow.
And he was following the map to my location.
Wow. Then who am I to say you need money to start the business? You could take public transport.
Right?
Right. But looking at the profitability side of it, how many deliveries will he be able to make in a day?
In a day. True.
Except the business is his. He's the one with the product. Do you get? So instead of paying someone else to have this delivered to you, he can just enter along and give it to you. Take a bike or something, public transport.
Thankfully, my address was not complicated. Just imagine you're going to a very complicated address. And you have to take along, or you have to.
Right. Okay, so then, to our viewers, then you can emulate this guy, this promising guy.
Yeah.
If it's something that you are the owner of the product, or obviously a producter, then you can deliver yourself taking public transport.
But bikes are also helpful, but you don't need to break a bank to start wherever you want to start.
Exactly.
How about fast food? I feel like fast food is really growing.
Yes, it is.
People selling on the wayside, on the,
Yeah, it is. It is. As we said earlier, people need to eat. There are people that are always on the go. They're always on the road. They don't have time to prepare food at home. So they would opt for the roadside.
People are working, people are at work.
Right.
You don't expect them to go back home to have a meal.
Right. I can remember when I was doing 9 to 5, I skip breakfast obviously because you cannot meet up. Then in Lagos, you have to wake up at 4, get ready. You have to eat at 5 a.m. So I can't eat at that time. So breakfast is, and for me, I don't know, I wouldn't have that time to start preparing what to eat. People do that, but I personally do not do that. I just feel like it's too much work. I'm worried about getting to work and then I have to cook. I don't know. I don't do that. So yeah, people like me can also buy food outside. And then I also knew of businesses then that they would come to our organization and then tell us that if you need food in the afternoon, they could deliver. Right. So on WhatsApp, we would communicate. Just if you're interested, there's a group for it. If you're interested, just indicate your interest. And during lunchtime, she will have it delivered to the premises. And then you guys will make your transfers, go and collect your food and eat. So people make money from that too. Yeah. So fast food business.
And also, you don't also need to own a restaurant or something.
Exactly.
There are people that actually cook on demand.
Right.
You just pay them off. They come, they cook from their home. Then they bring it to you and you pay them. Yeah,
looking at it from a standpoint where you don't even really need to have so much money to start. You can use the normal gas you use at home. It will help you because the money you're making from your cooking business, to help you fuel your gas, buy your food stores, give you extra money, definitely.
Food business is booming, I must tell you.
It is.
Booming. No matter where you are, you must sell.
Right.
That's the most fun thing about food business. No matter where you are, you must sell because people eat.
And talking about population again, POS business is something that is thriving.
Number one.
I heard that they've been asked to register their businesses, their POS businesses. Yes, with CSC.
Because they are everywhere.
They make money.
They have mine. You see a bank and you see POS.
They have money. Like I can't even remember the last time I went to an ATM.
ATM, right?
I haven't forgotten that we normally use it.
ATM feels
what are you using for?
ATM feels, because I see no reason why banks limit our transaction limits. You have to do 5,000 naira
per withdrawal. Yeah,
per withdrawal. If it's not your bank, then if it's your bank, they probably give you 10,000. And I'm like,
to think that,
I'm why?
Totally,
that's why most people just go to PO, because it's easy.
Right.
And funny thing is, after 5 withdrawal, only 50,000 naira you can withdraw in a day.
No.
In an ATM. I know that, they are trying to do for security reasons. Somebody also said it was during the time that there was scarcity of cash.
Yes.
That was when they implemented that.
Yes. It's one economic term where they restrict the flow of naira to whatever. I'm not an expert in that, but I heard that is a strategy.
I also heard it.
one of the strategies, yeah. But POS business is profitable.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you know how much is 50,000 naira to withdraw? Damn.
Wow. but then it's also very convenient. I mean, just imagine a world now without POS.
Because who wants to go to an ATM?
All the way to the bank and then to do what? So how many ATMs do we even
all
have?
the way to the banks, going to the ATM and you're standing and you're withdrawing 5555 it's frustrating.
It can't work. It can't work.
It's frustrating.
It can't
and
work.
before you even get paid, it's it takes time. You'll be waiting till the beginning transaction. No, it's crazy. POS is really booming, and they've helped so many people in a lot of ways. Just imagine banks are no longer reliable for you to go and
but what does it take to start it? The POS business. Right now, okay. I think right now, I asked the question. I'm answering. I think right now, you need to register with CSC, obviously, because it's a requirement now. And then all these money points. I don't know if I'll call them banks, or just call them financial institutions. I don't know, because since they handle money or whatever, maybe fintech. I don't know. So money points. I think if you pay a certain amount of money, they give you their POS machine. And then you can use it in doing your business.
No, I don't think so. I feel you just request for it and then give it to you.
Okay. Let me say. I witnessed when one of the agents for. Let me not call. I think that would be one of all these without money point or OP. Do you get? So I'm not specific now. So one of the agents walked up to a woman I usually buy foodstuff from. So I think that was a time where cash wasn't really available. So she was now reminiscing, saying that there was a time where she would come and tell people that they can own a POS by just paying 15,000 naira. Once they pay 15,000 naira, you give them a POS for easy transaction and all that. So now, at the time where there was no cash and people needed POS for transaction, the money, in fact, there was no POS to give out at that point, and then the money increased.
See how bank gave birth
the price of getting
gave birth to all this franchise.
Do you get?
It's our institution that gave birth to all this franchise.
To be frank, yeah.
They gave room for them to penetrate
the market. Yes, and it's a good one. In fact, I wish I was one of the pioneers of.
Most people didn't know about POS stuff and the rest. They just go to Funny thing is, banks always have POS already before these other ones.
But that's true. Banks used to have their own now.
POS.
Yes,
but it was not. It was not
so sustainable. They weren't so much to give around to people
until the scarcity of cash and POS is booming.
So let's just approximate it to 50,000 naira. You could start. Yes, the POS business.
And if you're serious with it, you're not eating your capital and the rest, you can actually grow.
Right. Business is discipline, obviously.
Don't start a POS business and you're borrowing money. You're borrowing it out to people. Someone started a POS business in my area. Please don't come for me. And she ended up giving the money to her neighbor, borrow. Based on, it's my neighbor now.
Yeah.
Make I borrow small. Before you know it, she'll borrow the money. The other one, she borrowed the mom. Now where's the POS business? It has died.
Oh my God.
If you're serious with the business, stick to it.
Right.
Stick to it.
Right.
Do not bring excuses. If somebody should collect your money, go for it. Get back your money. And I'm sure you'll be fine.
Right, exactly. You will be fine. So let me just make a correction. I said to start, maybe 50,000. That 50,000 I meant is for you to get the machine and all that. Maybe I'm probably CACL, but you need money to give people. So maybe you want 50,000. You need money to give people.
For me, I feel like CAC implemented this them to get a document because people are using it to scam.
Mm-hmm.
Many
for them to trace money or everything should be documented.
Many people are being scammed with POS because you see people carrying POS up and down because right now it's so easy to get.
Very easy.
It's so very, very, very easy
Very
for
easy.
you to like own a PMC machine, and I support CAC for you must register your business before you. Yeah. I really support them on that.
Right. So another good business is the cooking gas business.
Wow.
You can start it anywhere. Your street.
For you to mention this,
Right.
you don't need to own a gas station or a gas plant. Or I know it's safety first. In my area, I come from a very large area that a lot of things happen.
Right.
And people talk and we see things because there are so many in my area. There's this person that goes like to the gas plants, like to the filling station and all that, gets gas. And like these are big gas
Yeah, the very big cylinders.
And based on we have population in my area, he sells them like that. Because some people don't have money. Some people just come to get maybe 1 kg, 2 kg.
Right.
They don't have to get like the whole kg or half kg. And all those little, there are so many profit that comes in the little more than like the big one.
To be sincere, yeah.
So he tapped into, this is a very residential area and a lot of people will need cooking gas.
Right.
So many people will be reluctant to go to the filling station or
exactly.
a gas.
And not even that, one thing that you know how estates are in Abuja here, they will be so far away from.
Yeah, you have to like go.
So if you can open within your estate or stuff like it will be really helpful and you will make sales because
if you go there, it's always out of gas.
Wow.
It's always out of gas. You have to wait. He'll give you time. They'll come back around too.
Are you serious?
And people will wait because for you to like. And he also comes to your door to get your cylinder.
He does home delivery. That's beautiful. Very convenient.
With no charges attached. No charges. He comes, get your cylinder, go, he fills it, come back and give it to you. No charges added.
Wow.
So you could also start that. It's very, I like his method. And there's no way you say no to that.
Wow.
A very good service. There's no saying no to a very good service.
Yeah, so that's a beautiful one. That's a beauty. You know one thing about Nigerians? We're very, I don't know, we think out of the box a lot.
True. Our situation makes us to think out of the box.
We know how to adapt.
That's why I would say we're like smartest. Yeah,
right.
We are the smartest.
We are.
How about graphic design?
Graphic design is also a good one. Maybe you need to undergo some training. Yeah, definitely.
Graphic designers have eaten my money.
Oh, wow.
Funny thing is, you could just do like a very small, like a flyer, and they're charging you 5,000 naira just for design. It's not like you're printing; you're just designing. And I'm like, I need to learn this skill. You just need to know the skill, or you're good to go.
Right.
And you're making 5,000 per design. How crazy is that?
I mean, it's even. I mean, the training now, you don't really need to go far. YouTube is enough to teach someone. Obviously, if it's your passion, graphics and all stuff like that. If it's your passion, take the time out, go on YouTube.
You could actually even start like small. Like I said, being a boy is not a bad thing.
Right.
You can actually be an assistant to somebody that knows how to do like a graphic design stuff. Then from there, give yourself time. Don't be in a hurry to grow. Slow and steady, you definitely win the race. Once you're slow, once you're passionate, not the one that you're doing ginger, you want to know. You're always doing, I want to know ginger. At the end of the day, you might not go learn anything because you're in a haste to start, you're in a haste to finish. You've not even known the work and you've already started.
Exactly.
So for me, slow and steady, know what you're doing.
I mean, if you want to keep your clients, you have to show a certain level of expertise. Like you have to show that you really know the job, such that if the job is well done, the person would recommend you to another person.
And you're making your money smooth.
Yes.
Somebody, a company. Oh, somebody. We're always saying somebody. But yeah, we don't want to mention names. That's why I always using somebody.
Right.
But somebody, a company, paid to give like 3 designs in a week. Like he's giving the companies 3 whole designs like in a week. Just imagine in a week you're making like 15,000. Then if you have like how many companies altogether, just imagine how much you'll be making.
Do you get? Yeah. And also people that do business registration, I think they also offer services of what do you call it again? Name design. That's part of graphic design.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are the person that's doing this one is a lawyer, she decided to start registering businesses and giving legal advice, and incorporated that one into it too.
People that don't want to go through the stress of going like through the portal, registering, filling out forms.
Right.
They can give it to those people and they help them
to help you out.
And they actually make money from it too.
Yeah, they do.
When I registered my business at first and I discovered the amount they collected from me and the amount it would take me to do it myself, I was like, woof.
The difference, the profit is beautiful.
I'm like, woof,
beautiful
there's
profit.
Money.
Right.
Well, so some people just want to relax and allow people to take care of it. That's where you come in. Those people that want to relax, you do the work for them and you make the money and you go. Everybody's happy.
Exactly. Another profitable business we can do in Nigeria is daycare. Daycare business. But then I think, do you need like a license to open a daycare?
I don't think so.
You may need to, because people are entrusting their kids to you. But that's when you want to open an actual facility. Do you get? Yeah. So you could put yourself out there. They call it, I don't know, abroad they do it abroad. I don't know if they do it here, where you can just get a random person to stay for the night,
like
and then
visitors.
Yes,
and you pay them for it.
I mean, I wouldn't do that.
But there are some people that do homeschool,
right?
And people bring their kids to homeschool because homeschool, there's more attention given to your kids than like an actual school. Although there's some schools that give your kids like good attention.
Right.
For homeschooling, there are people that are gifted with it. They have children themselves. They're like, why not also bring like people to it?
Homeschooling is beautiful, but then I think there's a downside to it. The child will not be able to build like social skills. The child will not know how to relate with other people.
They're like church services.
But those are one-time things. Like it happens once. Okay, in church. How many times do we discuss in church?
I still feel like daycare, homeschooling is also profitable business for you to start.
Definitely.
Funny thing is, you don't even need to own like a whole lot. You just need to have knowledge. Be smart.
Right.
You don't want to do something nasty to someone's child. So yeah. You need to be well educated. You need to own like a proper home for you to start this. This is mostly like probably for mothers, like housewives that don't really do much like at home. You could, if your kids are around, you could actually bring more kids. People love to take care of kids. Some people actually love to take care of kids. So if you love taking care of kids, this is like a very good, profitable business you could start.
Yeah, but then before you start, you need to make your research. If a license is needed.
Everything we're saying here, you need to make your research. Yeah. Make your research. We're just giving you like a breakdown of what you could start, but you also need to put your research in it.
Yeah.
Popcorn business is also good.
Yes, it is.
For me, it's good.
Of course it is, and it's easy.
And it's very cheap.
It's easy, yeah.
But now it's expensive. Things are expensive.
The machine itself now, yeah.
Yeah, now it's expensive.
But the thing again. We're talking about cutting down on the initial capital, the starting capital, yeah? You can make it at home. I made popcorn at home with my...
Are you serious?
With my pot, I'm telling you, very easy
with
to
your
make.
pot?
With my pot.
So you don't need like a popcorn machine or anything.
Popcorn machine is basically a pot with a constructed thing that turns it inside. I'm telling you.
So you use your pot
My
to make
pot,
it.
I was shocked.
And it comes out nice.
Really nice.
Ooh.
Really. So one can just do that.
Maybe you teach me. You think me one or
really
two.
easy.
You think me one or two tricks.
I'm
for me to
telling you.
use my pot.
Yeah, so that's something that one could do. You know, you don't need so much money. You already have a pot now at home, so just buy the what they call
seed.
it. Yeah, the seeds,
and
then
sugar.
You can use granite oil or butter. But butter gives it a better flavor, so use butter.
And the funny thing is, people tie them and sell them, and it moves.
Yeah. I mean, it's popcorn. Everyone likes
You want
popcorn.
to do popcorn and chill.
You know, so that would be a good one for
social media
people to try out.
marketing.
Yes, you see, this popcorn business, for instance. Imagine you now put your product out there on social media, and then you be the one to advertise it to your customers. Do you get? And then people do a lot of things to get the attention of prospective customers, or to gain that traffic. To gain, as they said, the algorithm would favor you at some point. Do you get?
Some people will be like, they don't know how to maybe use social media. That's where social media marketers come in place. If you're good with editing, if you're good with write-up, if you're good with just the social media space, you can actually hire these people to give you, all the social media tips. You don't even need to know it yourself. You need to give these people. And if you're good at it, branch out. There are so many people that need you. Like you said, we have the population. Any business can thrive in Nigeria. That's for sure.
Definitely.
If you're still with us, thank you for still being here with us. We are going to go on a short break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. We are discussing profitable businesses to start in Nigeria. And still right here with me in the studio, we have Rakish Services. Still with our means. We are still giving you guys all the juicy details.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we're looking at Okrika business, clothing business.
You don't actually need much to start an Okrika business. You don't need to buy a bill or something. You could actually go to pick maybe one piece, two piece, go home, wash it up, iron it, and you could sell it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because before, it used to be really expensive to buy a whole bill.
Yeah.
And then...
you can also buy half bill. They sell half. You buy. I also know, because my auntie, she sells Okrika.
Okay.
You can actually gather money, then buy a bill, then you guys split the bill.
it, right.
They do counting.
Right.
They don't do, they just be removing it and be counting.
I mean that's beautiful. And so if you get a good batch, right?
Yeah.
You can have then now TM Lewin polo. What's it called? T-shirts.
Yeah.
You can get really nice ones, iron them, dry clean them, you know. And then as you said,
them.
put the lid
And
on.
if you see Okrika clothes nowadays, you will not even believe it.
Right.
The way they iron it well. And they hang them on hangers. If they should tell you they're Okrika, you will not believe it.
Right. And people also do this. They of course go to Okrika, buy it, and then take it to the boutique. Then you think that you're buying.
You think you're buying? But please don't do that. We're talking about profitable business, not how to scam people.
Not how to swindle people. But yes, it's a good business, especially because clothing is something that we as Africans, we are very fashionable. We like looking good. We like dressing really nice, especially the women. If I'm to venture into the business, I'll go into female clothing.
Female clothes.
Yes.
Don't speak female. How wahala? The way people will be like.
I don't think so.
Too much.
Females they are wahala to their fellow females. But
we can't dress anyway. We love clothes.
And as a lady, go to check their wardrobes, like your sister and stuff. They have a lot of dresses, but we as men, 20
if you have
polos,
the money
that's all.
to get not Okrika, normal dresses to buy and sell, you could also do that. So you don't have to start with Okrika or anything.
Right.
If you have the funds to start, you can also start like a clothing business, it sells.
Right.
Buying and selling sells. For me, it could be clothes, it could be shoes, it could be bags. But for me, buying and selling sells.
Exactly. And if you're worried about you're owning a store and all that, you don't even need
You don't
that.
need that.
You can, there's e-commerce. Go online, post your products there. Advertise. Make payments for their advertising, and then reach out to more contacts and sell.
We also talk about social media marketing. Could also meet them also. To boost your
exactly.
Your
You mean
brand.
professionals? Yes, professionals in the
professionals.
yes. So that would help you make sales. That would help you make sales.
You say phone accessories is a profitable business to start.
Of course, yes. I'd say that.
Yeah.
It is, because I mean, who doesn't own a phone now? I'm not saying that there are, but majority.
And you see them standing like by the wayside. But now buy your charger.
Yeah, that's for outreach. That's for outreach. You want to reach out to as many people as possible in the tightest corner. Do you
And
get?
they are selling.
They are of course, they're making sales.
Some people might not come out with their charger, or they forget to buy like a memory card, or they want to get like a car charger or something. Or they don't want to start thinking about how we didn't get to like the big shops. They will just get them from you.
Exactly. And also, if you want to even venture, there is AliExpress. You could go to AliExpress, get all these accessories at a cheaper rate, import them, bring them to Nigeria, and then sell online. You can sell online and still make money. So the point is that there are so many profitable businesses in Nigeria, really. So just look for the one that you have a little passion for, and then start.
And don't just start, be driven, be focused.
Right.
Because you could start and give up at the end of the very short run. You see most people stopping because they don't want to continue, or because of one thing or the other, because they get busy or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have passion, like a whole lot of passion, for you to like still stick to that business.
Exactly.
You see people are celebrating 10 years in business, 20 years of business, and I'm wondering how they did. Like really dedication.
That's dedication.
They were persistent. Like they kept on to what they were true to.
Right.
And they've made it big. So don't start on the way. Don't stop. Just keep pushing. I know it's going to get tough. It's going to get hard. It's going to get to your breaking point. But please keep pushing. Keep striving for what you want.
Exactly.
Rakesh Services. Your name sounds so Rakesh Services. I like it. What advise people that want to like go into business? What advice do you give them?
Okay, so my advice to anyone nurturing the idea of opening a business is for you to start immediately. Do not have everything. You mustn't have everything figured out, and there's a reason for me. There's a reason for that. For starting really early. Because business takes time to grow, right? So if you start early, then as you're growing, as you're meeting clients, like in my field, for instance, as you're meeting clients, they are recommending you're meeting. So it will get to a particular stage, you have so much business that there is no free time anymore. You're making sales, you're having contacts, it just works. Time favors early business starters. So if you start early, I'm laying emphasis on how soon you need to start. If you start early, then the probability of breaking even is really high.
Okay.
Yeah. So start, and then you have to be, as I say, it has to be something you love, because there are times that you would want to stop. You can rest, you can take a break, but don't just end it. Keep pushing, because you never know when that breakthrough will come. Yeah. Once it comes like this, you'll be all smiles. You'll be smiling.
Even all the heartache and everything just goes away.
Right, exactly. When you've gotten to where you want to get to, all those hard times, the bad or the heartbreaks, you won't even feel them anymore.
Hard time builds us. That's what people don't know.
Exactly.
It builds like our structure. It builds like our personality. It builds our business.
Right.
We as a business person, it builds us like in a lot of ways. So for me, I'll be like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the setback. Don't be afraid of your own failure.
Right.
You can't escape some things, no matter how hard you try. You can't just escape it.
Right.
Just be yourself. Just be focused to what you're doing.
Right. That's a beautiful one.
thank you so much for this wonderful section.
Thank you for having me.
This is like our discussion is I don't know how to explain it, but it's been good.
Yes, I really
Hopefully
enjoyed
we'll come
it.
back for a part two. What do you say?
Most likely, I would love to. I would love to.
Thank you so much. Don't forget, guys, to please like, subscribe, and share. Follow us on our social media platform. Please, guys, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You don't know who you might be helping with this our show. Thank you, guys, and see you next time. Bye.